Hey, Aries and first house people. This is going to be your Scorpio eclipse reading. Scorpio new moon eclipse. This thing has been getting to a lot of people. I don't know when you started feeling it. I started feeling it by the full moon. As soon as the full moon was over, I was already feeling a lot of intense energy. Some people have only been feeling it for a few days, and the effects will probably last a lot longer than the 25th. I want you to check your transit and your natal chart. I call the sun, moon, rising the astro macros. Check your sun, moon, rising. Also, some people like to check their Venus. Venus is conjunct during this eclipse, so think about the fact that Venus is going to be affecting a lot of people. So where's your Venus? Where is the Venus of the person that you're dealing with? This reading is going to be a basic reading with clarifiers where whoever you're dealing with or focusing on, or who's focusing on you, what their situation is and yours, and the outcome. It's pretty basic. It usually ends up being a love reading. It doesn't have to be, but usually that's what's on people's minds. Also, when you look at the transit during this eclipse, okay, I suggest going to AstroSeek. It's easy for me. Go up to horoscopes, go to transits, and fill out the information. And then you go down and look at the houses that all your planets are going to be in. I have a lot in my 12th house. So even though, I'm an Aquarius, I have an Aquarius stellium, I have a Libra stellium. With Venus being conjunct this eclipse, you have to think about the fact that Libra and Taurus are going to have a lot of issues because of the Venus. They're ruled by Venus. But having a lot of 12th house, I have 3 planets in the 12th house during this eclipse. So I'm feeling a lot of that 12th house energy, which is really perfect for me. Despite the emotional waves I've been going through, I did a cord cutting on a very toxic person on the full moon. So that 12th house, it can kind of pull all that out and complete what I was going through. Anyway, I hope that you guys are doing okay. How are y'all doing, Aries and first house people? Let me know. And if this reading works for you in any way, please like it and comment for me so I know. I'm a new reader on YouTube. Even though I've been playing around with cards since I was 18, 19, I'm 41 now. I've had seasons when I didn't, but since I'm new to YouTube, it really helps if I can have any likes and comments. So subscribe if you like it, or share, I guess. Would be great. Thanks. Okay. Who is the other person that you're dealing with right now? Wow, okay. So it looks to me like the other person has a good idea of what's really going on. And you may be kind of fighting the situation. And it might be making you a bit frustrated and upset, which of course is going to happen during this moon. So oh wow. But the bottom of the deck has the otter, and I think, okay, let me just show you this. This is you. And by the way, I usually use the Druid cards for the beginning, the Druid Animal Oracle cards, because I feel like they represent the human spirit a lot more than people realize. Animal spirits have a lot to say to us. I will be using tarot to clarify. This upside down, and this was on the bottom of the deck. These almost mean the same thing, different yet the same, in that you are probably struggling with a situation. Okay, yeah, the salmon, it knows how to turn a weakness into a strength. Have you ever heard that term? Somersault was originally called a salmon salt. and they flip almost like backwards, to go forwards up rivers to mate, to go to the origins of their birth, to be with the one they love, to mate, so to speak. But they also have to learn how to let go a little bit and not try so hard to force things to happen the way they think it needs to be done, right? And then this is kind of similar in just that with it being upright is good, but you have to learn to play, you know, play some. You have to let go a little bit, you know. I know this eclipse has got people feeling so serious. I know, trust me. But you're gonna have to just ride these waves. You know, Scorpio can be intense. Ride the waves and, you know, relax a little bit, because I feel like you're having a hard time enjoying the, what do you call it? The ups and downs, and understand that, you know, really Aries do better when they are letting themselves enjoy the moments and the ups and downs. You know, you're going to have moments where you get upset and anger comes and anger goes pretty quick with Aries energy. So just try not to cling to it, because, you know, your strength in a way is being able to get a little upset and then let go. Now, this is the outcome, which is the upside down bull. And that definitely usually means very stubborn and probably grumpy. You know, have you ever heard that term, like a bull in a china shop? Okay. You don't want to be that person, right? Now, the other person knows all this. They see it all. Like, they know exactly what's going on. I don't yet. That's why we're going to clarify. Now, they could also be the one who is upset, since the outcome could be either one of you or both of you. You know, y'all both might be very stubborn in this situation. One more time. Let's see. I feel like you may have thought you were going towards them and giving them an offer of love, or like working together. But I think in their mind, they saw you as being like kind of like bossy or pushy, or like, you know, forceful. And I think they felt like they were just going to walk away from it. You know, they just like, okay, this is just too much for me. Let's see. Either you or them. I think it's you. Is doing really good financially. But I think the other person just doesn't see that. Like, I don't think they see the good part of you. I think they see the harshness. I don't know. That's strange. Okay. Yeah, I keep seeing double sides. Like, I actually think it's miscommunication is really what it is. Like, with this, they keep seeing swords. And you're like offering this, and they keep seeing this. I don't know why. I don't know if it came off as harsh or came off as like sharp. And then again, like this. I'll show you this. Hold on. Okay. And see, I feel like with you being reversed, I mean, come on. It's like really aggressive. And then they're just like, oh, I don't have the energy for this. You know, I think they can just like, and the way they feel is that they can just see the whole picture, and they feel like you're probably just whatever it is you have to offer. They kind of feel like it's just more of this. Like, you might be coming at them wanting the relationship. Maybe y'all separated already and you're kind of trying to make it work one last time. But they just don't see that happening. I don't know why. Apparently, I guess they've been there, done that. And you know, sometimes how people feel is they look for patterns. They don't look for words. They look for patterns, you know? So it doesn't matter what you say or how you even feel. You may honestly feel like you've got what it takes to work this relationship out. The problem is, oh, God, that one's come out. Go. Okay, y'all are really talking. Calm down. Let's see. Yeah, I think in your mind, unless, you know, it's like a cross thing, unless it's them, but I think in your mind, you actually genuinely feel like you love them, and you feel like they're actually, you know, being a bitch or an ass or whatever, you know, but they kind of see you as being harsh too. So let's see. I think there's a lot of broken dreams already that have come and gone. Y'all probably have some history, you know. And I think one of y'all was lying. I don't know which one, but I think one of y'all was like kind of, you know, keeping some secrets or not telling the whole truth. And I think the other person knows, whichever one of you it is. And I think you're going to have to let go of trying to build a relationship with them. It's going to take a lot of strength to do, but, you know, you can't force it. Even if you see nothing but beauty and love, the other person may only see your harsh side right now. You know, if they've seen that before. And I mean, I know Aries is a lot to handle. It can be a lot to handle. It takes a special kind of person to handle Aries in first house energy. You know, I don't know. I guess it's just, you may have good intentions right now. You may genuinely love them, but they're looking at the patterns. And if you've lied to them in the past, I'm telling you, it never works out well when you do that. Yeah, I just got the Death card. This is a huge transformation for you guys. And I'm not kidding. If it's you that has told lies, even if you think they're little lies, I'm just saying from personal experience, when people lie to me over and over again, and it's on repeat, I'm done with them. I just can't take it after a while. You know, it just, you can't have any foundation of trust, you know? And if it's the other person who lied to you, maybe you're trying to hang on to something that, you know, trying to hang on is going to make you appear harsh and sword energy. But see, with that reverse knight, that is someone who lies too. You know, there's a lot of reverse swords here, not all of them, but a lot of that is lying too. So, you know, one of y'all is not telling the truth. And if it was over things that you felt like, you know, you wanted to guard or secrecy or whatever, you also need to ask yourself if you're on the right playing field. You know, a lot of times when people are lying, whether it's them or you, have the tendency to want someone who wouldn't lie back to them. It's kind of like, you know, you got to be willing to take what you dish out. You got to have to find someone that's on your level. Because if you're going to try to find someone that's higher level than you, it's wrong to ask them to stay whenever, you know, like they deserve better, you know, and, or you deserve better. And a lot of times, especially with this eclipse energy, it can be a moment of transformation for you. Even if, let's say you did lie. Let's say you did cover up some stuff in your past, you know, stuff you just didn't want to talk about. And a lot of times when a person lies about something, even if it's in their past and they don't want to deal with, you know, a good example is like when you have an ex that you have to deal with, you know, kids and things that you have to share. A lot of times people will just like white lie their way through that with an ex-partner because they don't want to explain everything, you know? But one lie turns into another, and before you know it, you have built, oh, yeah, I got it again. Come on. This fell out. This is someone, I really think they see you, unless for some reason the roles are reversed here, as extremely aggressive with your lies. Like, is it not only lying, but defending those lies? I've had guys do that to me. And guess what? I don't keep them in my life. And honey or dude or whoever you are, if it's someone else doing it to you, if they're lying, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, there's definitely an ending and some bad karma, you know? Whoever's the liar in the situation, they're having to face their karma. And you're going to have to move on. You know, whoever is a liar in the situation, what goes around comes around, you know? And even if whoever this person is who's been lying goes out of their way to try to transform who they are, they probably won't have the other person back. Because you have to start over from scratch. You have to completely let this eclipse break you down, and you find those cycles. Why am I doing this? Why am I self-sabotaging? Oh, that is so crazy, because I had just listened to this song before this reading. It came on my Pandora's by Ruel. It's called Self-Sabotage. No joke. And I remember hearing that song going, oh, that is Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords energy. It is. And I was like the negative side of Queen of Swords. Whether you're male or female, or if this is a gay relationship or straight, whatever. If you are in a negative swords energy, it's kind of like defending yourself because you feel so frail. You know what I mean? Like you may have your swords up, but it's because you're so your heart's so fragile that you might be willing to cut and hurt other people to protect yourself. Very defensive, you know, which, I mean, I have 2 Aries stelliums. I don't like lying, but I am extremely defensive over who I love and what I love. So if you feel like that, you know, say whatever you said or whatever they said that was so defensive is to protect whatever's so fragile, with that fragile heart, right? And if you're self-sabotaging, you know, you are going to have to allow this eclipse to completely transform you. You know, getting death, come on. I want you to think about this. If you want to be a partner that is prepared for a long, long relationship, a fulfilling one, okay, you've got to get to the root cause of why you self-sabotage. You can't just go on and find another person. You're going to have to accept this ending, let it transform you from the inside out so you can be a good partner for someone. And, you know, if you dig way down deep inside and kind of find why you're doing this, you know, a lot of time there's a root. And that root is like you did something really bad you know you shouldn't have done. And it could have been during the relationship. It could have been 10 years before the relationship. But that one bad thing you did, or a cycle of bad things that you did, it carries with you. It's like this big baggage you carry with you everywhere that you go, right? And that baggage can cause lies. Lies. And it just keeps coming. Yeah, I got justice reversed. Yeah, okay, I got the Hierophant reversed too. I know I'm going to have to stop, keep bringing... I could go all day with you guys for some reason, but I need more decks. I mean, I'm already using 3. I got Justice and the Hierophant reversed. You may be facing legal issues. Okay, you may be facing a divorce. You may be facing, legitimately something, you know, they could get you in trouble with the law even. Or you with them, you know, if this is reversed. You know, I'd be careful. If you've done something that you know you shouldn't have done, be careful, you know. Even if you can't erase what you did, if you hold your integrity now, you prevent really bad consequences in the future. You've got to hold your integrity. You know, you can't keep on trying to cover your tracks. Instead of trying to cover your traps, you're going to face your consequences eventually. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and worse, like a splinter, and it's getting pus built up all around it. You got to pop that thing and dig it out before it gets bad, real bad. People love to try to avoid consequences, you know, but you have a chance for a new beginning, okay? This is fire energy. You have a chance to start over. This is up to you. Do you want to allow this energy to create a new you? You're capable of doing it. You know, you are. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to want it bad enough. Sometimes the only way people learn their lesson is through pain and suffering. Sometimes losing someone is enough of a consequence. That is like punishment. That is like going to jail and prison. It is the consequence, is losing a really good person. When you lose that really good person, you have to face yourself. You know, you have to look yourself in the mirror. You know, and I hope it's not you, but if it is, you know, it is what it is. I'm telling you, I think what I would love to tell my ex, you know. Hey, I loved him, but he just couldn't get honest with himself. And because he couldn't get honest with himself, he hurt me. Bad. Very bad. You know? And I hope that you find your truth. And I hope that you dig out whatever in there is hurt. And you know, if you've done something really bad in the past, it's up to you to change it. Not by covering up your tracks, but by facing it and accepting the fact that you need to transform. That's the great thing about this eclipse. You know, you gotta think you got the death card. During a Scorpio eclipse, this is what Scorpio does. You know, it is going to get to the root of this situation, especially conjunct Venus. If this relationship ending changes you, you know, you have the potential to have a new you. Learn to fall in love with yourself. You have to learn to love yourself truly to be able to love someone else. I love you guys. I bless you. Until next time.